What is up, guys? Bigg Vic here, and what I want to do is show you how you can actually get your YouTube channel up and running and give you just a few tips that you may want to know before you go out and spend a whole lot of money. Let's get started, and I want to show you just some things, first of all, that you do not have to get your YouTube channel started. Let's do it.
It's Bigg Vic TV. Yo, I'm back to cook up another instrumental. You ought to give me 2 thumbs up just for this intro. It's Bigg Vic TV. Hey, welcome to my world.
Okay, so I know you guys usually see a lot of YouTubers with these gimbals here. You don't have to have these to get started. I mean, these will give you stable footage, but they're not necessary to get a YouTube channel started in the very beginning. They are quite expensive and you don't have to have them. You know what I'm saying? You can still make things work without a gimbal. So don't worry about getting one of those. Also, you don't have to have super expensive cameras. Like this right here is a Canon 6D, and Canon 6Ds can run 1200 and up. Okay, so sliders are great tools to have, but you don't necessarily have to have one of these in your beginning stages as someone who's starting a brand new YouTube channel. So you can skip this step. You also don't have to have big expensive microphones. See, a lot of times you look at these things in YouTubers videos and it makes you not want to start a channel because you feel like you have to dump out a lot of money, right? Here's a boom mic that you do not have to necessarily start off with when you're first beginning your YouTube journey. You can definitely find way cheaper microphones that you can use as a boom for your audio. So here's a handy recorder, H4n. It's a great tool to have for connecting like the boom microphone and the previous microphone I showed you a second ago, but you don't have to have this to get your YouTube channel started. Okay, so lighting is something that's going to be also crucial. As you can see here, I'm using a Aperture 120D Mark II along with a Westcott Rapid Box Octa XXL. This setup here is approximately, with both pieces, roughly about $1,000, and you do not have to have this to get started. I'm going to show you some other alternatives. So these are a list of items that you do not necessarily have to have like right now, right out the gate, to get started with your YouTube channel. But what you can do is, what I would invest my money in is a good computer, a decent cell phone, maybe an iPhone or a higher end Android. Use the camera on those phones to get your YouTube started. Invest in maybe a ring light. As a matter of fact, speaking of ring light, 1 second. So if you go out and get you one of these guys with a nice bracket to hold your cell phone, you'll have some great lighting that can get you up and running on your channel for a reasonable price. I think this was maybe $130 for the ring light with the stand that goes along with it. So something like that can get you started in the YouTube game for way cheaper than the equipment that you see that I currently use for my channel. But you have to take into consideration that I run a multimedia studio, so all the equipment that I have has just been a plus for my YouTube channel to, you know, just have a bigger, bigger quality. As your channel begins to grow, then you can start getting things to make your quality look better. But a lot of iPhones, people have ran entire channels just using cell phones and a ring light. Oftentimes it's more about the content that you deliver, the stories that you tell, and that's what will get people into your YouTube channel. So you don't necessarily have to go out and purchase a whole bunch of equipment, spending thousands of dollars when you don't necessarily know exactly what type of YouTube channel you're going to run. So you may want to think about what type of channel do I want to create first? Am I going to be vlogging? Am I going to have some type of content related YouTube channel? Is it going to be a business channel? You know, what am I going to be sharing with people? So a lot of these types of channels will kind of play into what type of equipment you may need to run it. You know how your setup is. So even if you don't have a camera, you can purchase a laptop with a really good quality webcam on it and start a YouTube channel that way as well and save a lot of money. But make sure you still have good lighting when you start your channel, because lighting is very important. You don't want to have dark videos, and you want to have the best quality as you possibly can. You can find some decent lighting in like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, you know, on a budget. So you can definitely still make things work and have a channel that has quality content, because most people will never know what type of lights you're running unless you show them. But if you have decent light, or you could possibly shoot your videos in the daytime where you're using natural light to light your videos, and that way your face is well lit and you don't have to worry about having dark videos, you know, so people can see you and hear you. That's very important. And you can also get a microphone. Like I have a microphone that's right here, out of frame, you can't see, it's attached to the camera over here, but I have a microphone that picks up decent quality audio. You know, a lot of times your camera may not provide the best quality audio, so if you're not able to pick up like an external recorder, you can always attach a microphone to your camera. Or they also have little microphones that you can attach to cell phones now. There's a lot of different ways that you can create great quality videos on your YouTube channel, so you don't necessarily have to go out and spend a ton of money on equipment. Okay guys, so the first tip is you do not have to have the latest and greatest equipment to get started and take action to get your YouTube channel started. 2019, 2020, whenever you want to get it started. First thing is, you don't have to have all this fancy equipment, okay? Like I said, get you a computer, get you a decent camera. If you're gonna spend money, invest the money in a computer with a decent webcam. If you get a MacBook Pro, one of those type of computers or laptop, you should get a decent webcam that comes with that computer. So that'll get you started, at least shooting, doing your videos in HD. Find your good screen capture software, whether that's ScreenFlow, Camtasia. Use one of those if you want to just capture yourself through the webcam, or you want to screen record, depending on the type of videos that you're creating. You could use those softwares to get you up and running. If you're not even showing your face and you're just doing screen captures, you can do it that way. That way you don't have to have a camera or use a camera. But sooner or later, your people are going to want to see exactly who they're talking to. You know, make the videos a little more personable so people get to know exactly who you are. You know, they don't just want to look at a screen all the time. People want to engage with the YouTuber that they're watching. You get what I'm saying? That's another tip. Engagement is very critical. People want to hang out with you. They want to chill with you. You feel me? So that's another great tip. Also, if you check out the websites like Amazon, eBay, you can find some of this camera equipment really cheap. People are always upgrading, because one thing about us YouTubers is we're constantly upgrading, getting new equipment, and always selling the old equipment. So you'll always find deals on eBay where people are getting rid of old equipment that may be new equipment to you that you could use to get your channel started, you know what I'm saying, for the low. So that's something else that you can take into consideration. You should be able to find lights, camera gear. I started out, my first camera on YouTube was a Canon T2i. That camera is still a boss. I consider it to be a boss. Get you a decent lens, and you can get your channel rocking and rolling just with that and a ring light, you know, and have some pretty nice quality that I think your viewers will enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Pick great content, pick decent quality, you know what I'm saying? great topics, engage with your audience, and I think you'll be on your way to creating a really great YouTube channel 2020, 2019, whenever you're ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think that will help get you off to the right start. But, you know, hit eBay, Amazon, hit these marketplaces. Even check your Facebook marketplace, because there's people that's always selling camera gear for a lot less than what most of us have spent on the type of equipment that we have to run a lot of these YouTube channels. You know, it can be a big investment. Just depends on the type of quality you want to deliver, again, to your audience. I mean, take your time, don't rush it. You know, start small, start at the minimal, just try it out, see if you like it. You know what I'm saying? Get familiar with being on camera, you know, have some personality that you can share with your audience, and I think you will be okay. You know what I'm saying? So if you think these tips may have helped you or may have motivated you to get started with your YouTube channel in 2019, or whenever you get started, if you think these tips helped you, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Hope this video did help some of you guys get just a little understanding of some of the things you need, some of the things that you don't need, and the last thing that you really need to do is take action. All right, I'm Bigg Vic. Always hustle, never stop growing, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.